A Russian-American ballerina who was in prison in Russia has returned to the United States after being freed in a prisoner swap deal between Moscow and Washington. Now, Ksenia Karelina was sentenced to 12 years in prison for donating to a charity aiding Ukraine. Now, Karelina landed in at a joint base Andrews in Maryland after the exchange that took place on the tarmac of the airport in Abu Dhabi. When the plane carrying Karelina landed, she was met by her boyfriend, the UFC fighter Chris Van Heerden, amidst cheers. Now, last year, a Russian court had found Karelina guilty of treason for donating about $51.8 to a US-based charity providing humanitarian support for Ukraine. Now, Arthur Petrov, a German-Russian citizen, was released by the United States as part of the deal. The Russian state television showed Petrov walking past Karelina towards a Russian plane. Now, Petrov was arrested in 2023 in Cyprus at the request of the United States. He is accused of forming an elaborate tech smuggling syndicate which spirited sensitive technology to Russia through a web of shell companies. Now, President Donald Trump has thanked Russia for the release of the ballerina. She's also claimed that there is progress on stopping the war, and is working towards a deal with Russia and Ukraine to stop the fighting pretty soon.
I appreciate the ballerina who was released. It was at the request of a very good friend of all of ours, actually. Dana White called me and he said it's the friend or the relationship of one of the fighters for UFC or one of the fighters. And Dana's an incredible guy, and we spoke to President Putin about it, and they made a deal.
A U.S. official has said that the Special Envoy Steve Witkoff had brought up the case with Putin during a call last week, and according to the U.S. media reports, the CIA Director John Ratcliffe and also a senior Russian intelligence official conducted talks for the swap in Abu Dhabi.